He came to us from Cardiff, met uni, and we got him on a free. He scores on the left, he scores on the right, he scores from everywhere. Luke Bussenbrew, he makes defenders cry, keepers look up at the sky. He's the Welsh Ronaldo, Bussenbrew. Hi guys, I'm Aussie and welcome to episode 14 of The Impossible Dream with Bala Towns. We see how close we can get them to a Champions League title. I'm backtracking on that every episode, I know. We're going to try and win the Champions League with Bala Town. I'm not sure how close we can get, but we're going to do our damnedest to see how far we can go. Now, what you have just heard is the new hit song, Bound Round the Streets of Bala. It's the Luke Bussenbrew song. Is it as good as Ben Follow Me? I don't know, but thanks to Absolute 80s on the weekends, we now have a Luke Bussenbrew song as well. Now, before we get to today's episode where we are playing Cardiff Met Uni, so you got to time these singles. It's like a Christmas single, got to come out the right time of year. So we're playing Cardiff Met Uni and the New Saints today. But before we get to any of that, we have a new signing to announce, Marty Anderson. We have signed him on a free transfer. Free transfer from Carnarvon. You can see we've loaned him straight out to Gap Connors Key because I don't think we would have used him. We have lots of good young strikers, but he's decent physically, good finishing, good free kick taking as well. Composure's not too bad, concentration's horrible. So it's a bit of a raw talent, let's say. But if we look at the scout report, we can see he's potentially a 4.5 star striker for us. So I think it's a good signing. It was free. It was free. He's on £5 a week. Cost us essentially absolutely nothing. So yeah, Marty Anderson is now a Bala Town player. Now, before we get to this episode, let's have a quick look back at what we've done since last episode. There's a few games to catch you up on here, starting with our match in the league against Barry Town. We fell behind midway through the first half from a set piece, but Henry Jones quickly drew us level, bending his shot inside the post. Gossé smashed in a stunner to give us the lead, before Bussenbrew added a third from the spot. And Neto completed a first half rout with a fourth. Barrytown managed 2 late goals to make us nervous, but we held on for the points. So there we go, a goal fest, to be honest. It was an excellent response to going behind. I tell you what, 2 stunning goals, Henry Jones and Gossé. And then, yeah, the man with the song and Neto just capped it off. It was really comfortable. It was 4-1 at that time. 2 late goals obviously made it a little bit nervy for us, but job done. So that was good. Big 3 points in the bag against last year's runners-up, so that's really, really good. Next up, we played Annan Athletic in our Iron Brew Cup debut. We fell behind again from a set piece, but again we quickly drew level as Jordan Jones scored a memorable first Bala goal. Damien Allmark gave us the lead early in the second half, before scoring the match winner a few minutes later. So there we go, again we went behind, but we responded really, really well. Good goal from Jordan Jones, wasn't it? A double from Allmark again, he's just banging in the goals for us. The late goal makes it look a lot less comfortable than I think it was. Maybe the match stats make it look... It was one of these games that it always seemed like we were going to win. We always seemed in control of it. Yeah, everything else just kind of... you can see we had the better players, but otherwise... Yeah, it looks a little bit misleading, I think, the match stats on this one. The next game was against Carmarthen Town. We struggled and left it late before 2 subs combined to give us the lead. Allmark flicking on for Molyneux at the back post. And Molyneux got a second in stoppage time, taking advantage of a poor-headed clearance. It's Carmarthen, isn't it? This was a game that we actually really, really struggled to score. You can see we made subs. Lee Molyneux came off the bench, bagged himself a late double. Makes it look like a sort of a regulation, comfortable win, doesn't it? But it was anything but that. We really, really did struggle to get the result here. But we did get the result. That's the main thing. Next, we played Connors Key. We took an early lead. Rhys Williams heading in from a free kick. But Connors Key drew level before the break, when Gray's save was tapped home. We regained the lead when Bussenbrew capitalised on a defensive howler. Connors Key got a late penalty, but Bussenbrew had already secured the points late on when Denham picked out his run. A game we struggled in, to be honest. Again, they got the late goal, which makes it look like it was a close game, and it really, really was. Rhys Williams with an early goal from us, Bussenbrew with a double to sort of secure the points for us. But again, not Not our best performance this one, but again, we did get the 3 points. We are on a roll at this point, aren't we? We played our local rivals, of course. I don't know how local they are, but we played Bengal City, newly promoted, of course. So nothing to see here. They came for a point, and credit to them, they got it. They sat back, they offered nothing, and we just couldn't break them down, unfortunately. You can see we had the better players. Look at those match stats. We absolutely we battered them, and we could not find a way through. So it was just one of those days, unfortunately. Even Allmark off the bench couldn't get the job done for us. When he's not scoring, you know something's going wrong. The final game to catch up on wasn't a league fixture. It was a third-round tie in the Welsh League Cup. Muddy Moo took just 17 seconds to open the scoring, latching on to Venable's pass to score his first Bala goal against his former club. And despite dominating the match, we didn't secure the win till late on, when Neto's running cross found its way to Academy graduate Emlyn Moore for his first Bala goal. So there we go, a game that we dominated against Cefn Druids, and we deserved to win. We did win. Muddy Moo's goal, 17 seconds in, was a new club record for the quickest ever goal. And Emlyn Moore, one of our other young strikers that came through the academy, he got a late goal as well. Potentially, again, very, very good. A little bit better composure than Allmark, but physically, I don't think he was not as good, is he? So potentially, though, we've got two really good young strikers there for the future. So there we go. That is how we did in between episodes. If we have a quick look at the league table, as you would expect, we are high flying. We are 6 points clear of the New Saints, who we do play today, and of course Cardiff Met Uni are still in third, so that is still a big game for us. We've got Alloa Athletic in the next round of the Iron Brew Cup. They are a championship club in Scotland, so a bigger test for us, but I'd still like to think we could possibly get the better of them, though that's probably getting up towards that. They're sort of at the bottom of the championship, I think, if I remember correctly. 10th in the Scottish Championship. So you'd like to think that if we were in the Scottish League system, we'd be somewhere around here. So I would imagine. So I'd like to think we could maybe get the better of them. It is away from home. No, it's at home. So yeah, I'd like to think we could get the better of them there. But let's go and have a look at what we are doing here in the first game against Cardiff Met Uni. We are the favourites. Their form has dropped off a little bit since their really good start to the season. You can see it there. They had a good win last time out, and that's probably the Welsh League Cup, I would imagine. But let's have a quick, more in-depth look here. They are a Christian Edwards coach team. Decent manager, nothing particularly special, though. They're a balanced, standard playing style. We are expecting them to come out like this in sort of a 5-3-2 formation, so hopefully we'll be able to sort of outnumber them down the wings. And this is the team that we are sending out. It is Louis Gray in goal. It is Kelly, Denham, Williams, and Nichols, our usual back four there. Vieira and Gosset in midfield. It's Waite, it's Jones, it's Neto, with the great man Bussenbrew up top. So there we go, everybody is playing as expected. The big question here, of course, is can Bussenbrew come back and haunt his former club? Let's hope so. Expect to pick up where they left off. Just go out there, relax, I think, boys. Just go out there, relax. The result will come. Of course, we are up against third in the league, so it's not an easy game by any means. But, you know, at home, you'd like to think we can get a good result here. Not the best crowd, is it? I would have liked a few more people there, perhaps. Give it a get creative here. Now, of course, as we do have the New Saints after this. Now, that is at home again. And it is the last time we'll play them sort of in the regular season. There's a decent ball in, but well claimed by the goalkeeper. So this could be a really big episode in... We're going to get to that. No, that's a little bit passive defensively there, boys. Oh, Nichols, what a beast he is. What a tackle that was. Can he go? And we've laid it back. All right, that's fine. We don't need to counterattack quickly. Gosset. Take our time, boys. Take our time to make good chances. Nichols, could he have gone down the line there? Looks like James Waite just cut in field when he didn't really need to there. Look at Waite. He's there. Can we find a cross? Nichols. Come on, mate. He lines it up. It's there. It's back post. It's headed away. Oh, it's horrible defending. He's putting himself under horrible pressure. And Neto. I think he's hit it off the outside of the post. Unlucky there. That defender, though, what was he thinking? He's played himself into horrible pressure. And just about got away with it. Nichols has got a bit of a kick in the shins, it looks like. Hopefully he'll recover from that. Cardiff have an injury now. Let's give it a demand more. Come on, boys. We're dominating the game. Let's stick one of these chances away that we're creating here. Here we go. Henry Jones with a free kick. Can he channel his inner Jordan Jones? Come on. It's decent. It's gone in. The goalkeeper's made an absolute mess of it. And it is 1-0. Henry Jones with his fourth of the season. And that is a little bit of a goalkeeping howler, I think. Let's have another look here. It looks like he got there. He had two hands to it, and he's just muffed it, hasn't he? It doesn't matter. It's 1-0 to the good guys. And can we now go on 5-1? Wow, the New Saints are absolutely ripping Newtown to pieces. They're going so well, they scored their 5th goal before their 4th goal. That's how good they're going. So there we go. That was a dominant half, but maybe a little bit... Is the word complacent? Let's maybe go assertive. Things are going well, you're capable of better, boys. I mean, yeah, we dominated it, but we've only got the 1 goal. And I have noticed this season that teams are sitting back against us a lot more. You sort of saw on the match stats, sort of, who have I annoyed there? Wait. You did see a little bit that, especially first half, we dominate games, and then teams do tend to come back into it second half a little bit. So, or vice versa, actually, now I think about it. Sometimes it's the other way around. We play horrible in the first half, and then the second half we can go on and destroy them. So, we've got the early goal now. We just need to make sure that it's one of these games where we actually put in 90 minutes. I mean, we've had a lot of shots. Neto's form has really fallen off a cliff, if I'm honest. Bust and Brew. Oh, the pressure of a new song. Let's get into him. He's looking nervous. We do have Olmark on the bench. Let's see what happens from this. It might be 6-1. New Saints are now winning. There's a ball from Nichols. Bust and Brew flicks it on, does he? It's not the best. Was it a nervous-looking header, I wonder? Here we go now with Kelly. Oh, we've seen him score from further out than that already this season, but couldn't get the job done on this occasion. Highlight's going to continue with it. There's plenty of time there. That should not be a problem for us. Over the top there for James Waite. It's going to stay in play. Now, can he pick out Bus and Brew? There's Neto getting forward as well. No, the defender's done well there. They go forward again. Can we put pressure on the striker? Can we win that? Can we win that? Can we win that? No, not quite. They're keeping possession. It's becoming a long highlight, isn't it? Come on, boys. Keep the pressure on here. Don't let them settle on the ball. Oh, I don't like that Neto's left his man there a little bit. Come on, Neto. Can we win that? Oh, we've let him go. What are we doing? Oh, it's a stunning finish. Who is number 4? Denham. He's almost tripped over himself there, hasn't he? Come on, boys. Show some passion here. Watch this. It's over the top, and he's reacted so slowly to it. He's trying to drag backwards. Mate, you've got to turn and go. Williams is trying his best, but he just can't get there and cover for his defensive partner, and it's 1-1. I'm going to say, let's maybe take it off, exploit the middle here. Let's maybe look to even exploit the flanks. Alright, we're going to take Neto. Oh, we don't really have anybody to bring on for Neto, do we? Alright, let's bring on Venables for Neto. Let's stick Jones, over on the left as a winger. That's fine. And Venables, you can go as a shadow striker. I wonder if it's a little bit of exploiting the middle when maybe we shouldn't have been doing that in hindsight. That we have been playing well doing that. Here we go with Jones as back post. It's Neto! We might just go and cancel that. If we exploit the flanks, that might just do the job for us. He has not had a good game. But we go and exploit the flanks, and Aldan Neto gets his 4th of the season almost instantly. Henry Jones has done really well. He's laid one on there, and of course he did. Let's tell him to concentrate, actually. And of course he did get the first one as well from a set piece that he did all himself. We've got a few looking nervous players there. That's not really what we want, is it? So let's bring Olmark on for Bus and Brew. The pressure of the song. It's a big pressure to have, and let's take weight off for Edwards as well. Let's get some underperforming nervous players off the field. Now, let's go back to positive, and can we try and just see this out here, please, boys? Do we start and close it down? It might be getting to that stage, isn't it? So let's be more disciplined now. Let's just lower the tempo, waste a bit of time, play for set pieces, slow it down, and here we go again with Henry Jones. It's coming back. Oh, it's there. It's Olmark. Olmark's done it again. When he plays, he scores. 8 goals now for Damien Olmark. That should wrap up the points in stoppage time. And he's done well to stay on side there as well. Look at that. Goalkeepers, it's not the best goalkeeping, but Damien Olmark, 8 goals, and he's not starting every game either. Boston Brew is still sort of the first choice. But we've absolutely smashed them. They just kind of woke us up with their goal, didn't they, I think? And maybe a bit of a tactical error, not changing things from exploiting the middle, which is what we were doing sort of in between there, where it was looking quite good. I'm going to say that was... Don't get complacent, boys. We've got the big one up next. So, Bus and Brew, I don't know if he got one over on FM20. He got subbed off because he was not playing well. But that's okay. A bruised ankle for Jake Nichols, that's fine. Denham, go and have a lay down, mate. We know you played a game, you're tired. Jones, What a performance from Henry Jones, earning every single one of those £750 we paid him this week. Who's looking at him? Well, he's not going anywhere. And that's 17 games unbeaten. We put that record on the line next against the New Saints, and they're in a little bit of form. Okay, welcome back. Now, we're about to play the New Saints in a big game in the league. But look at this. We are closing in here. Relentless Bala Town. It's now a matter of time before they... Well, it's not just a matter of time, because if we lose, it's done. But a new unbeaten run. We're currently on a 13-game unbeaten run. That is also the existing record. 13 is obviously a lucky number for us. Let's hope it doesn't get broken for a second time at that amount, because we don't want to lose, do we? But you can see here we are 6 points clear of them. Now, if we don't lose today, given that we don't have to play them again until the split happens, then we're in a really good position. If we beat them, obviously, we're in an amazing position. And you can see Barrytown and Bengal City, they're both still just sort of hanging around there as well, not going away. But this is what we're expecting. We are the favourites for this one. They're still a Scott Rusco coach team, a standard balanced playing style, and just the 8 goals against Newtown away from home. So yeah, we'll see how that goes for us. But how they play, isn't it? Their 4-5-1 formation. We can see there their positional heat map, their passing network. We're going to try and stop the keeper passing out, and their key passes as well. And this is the team that we are sending out. It's a similar team, just a little bit more cautious in midfield, because we don't necessarily have to win this game. We want them to sort of make them come at us. So it's Gray, it's Kelly, Denham, Williams, and Nichols. It's Vieira, Gosset, and Jones. It's Waite and Neto keeps his spot, as does Bus and Brewer, to be much quicker on the substitute button this game. There is just one change on the bench that I made there, and Molyneux's coming on the bench, just so we can cover left and right a little bit more naturally than Liam Edwards would do. But everybody's playing as expected, which is good. Expected to prove a point today. Boys, just go out there. We're on a good run. Impress me. We're the favourites. Let's give the offensive performance. Just pick up where you left off last time. I think just go out there and impress me, boys. I'm in the mood to be impressed today, so let's make it happen. See how we can do. Like I say, we can. I don't want to say we can wrap up the league title, because there's still the split, and obviously we'll play good teams in that. Injuries can happen. We can lose form. A lot of things can happen. But if we go 9 points clear with a win here today, then we can pencil ourselves in for Champions League qualifying next year, I think. Gosset has a bruised foot, which isn't ideal. We'll give it another get creative. Denham's looking a little bit nervous at the back there, apprehensive, which isn't ideal. Tell you what, keeper's made a couple of good saves there, and just Vieira puts it behind. Good decision, mate. Just get it out of there. All right, here we go. Can we get this away, please, boys? Oh, we can. Look at that. Denham's there. Now, is the highlight going to continue here? Can we put a bit of pressure on them here and win the ball back? I wonder what's happened there. As long as there's no was there elbows? No. Okay. a little bit concerned of a red card there. I mean, in the interest for the league, it's probably best if we do lose this, but I just want to ground them into dust. Again, it's been a relatively quiet first half. We improved last time when we weren't exploiting the middle, so let's take that off. I don't necessarily exploit the flanks, but the middle just isn't quite working against this opposition, is it? Not the best first half. Let's be honest with ourselves there. Let's go aggressive. Come on, boys. We're the what's the word I'm looking for here? We're the rabbit that everybody's chasing. We've got to be better. Neto again not having a good game. We'll give him a little bit of time in the second half, but Molyneux, go warm up, mate, because I've got a feeling he might be coming on here. Let's demand a little bit more. And if anything, if anything, Neto's got worse. So off you go, mate. Let's look to exploit the flanks. They have a lot of men in midfield, don't they, with their 5-man midfield. So perhaps it's one of these where we do just need to try go around that a little bit more. Gosset is not having the best game in midfield. We've got Muddy Moo who can come on for him. So let's make that change as well. We're not really creating anything, so I don't necessarily know that changing anything up front is going to change too much. Vieira's not having a great game back in midfield either. Waite's picked up an injury now. Okay, so what we can do there is we can bring on... We'll go make an attacking-ish substitution. Bring on Venables. Then we need to put Henry Jones out to the left. Venables can go... what do we want to do with Venables? Alright, advanced playmaker's fine. and we want Molyneux as an inverted winger, which means we probably want to not exploit the flanks, don't we, if we have an inverted winger. Maybe if we just exploit the left. Let's try it. They were pretty even, sort of left and right. There wasn't too much of a difference either side. Are we going to get a little bit of a snooze fest here? Let's go attacking later on. Can we snatch this late on? Push forward here, boys. It's a highlight. Who's it going to be a highlight for? Nichols nods it down for Muddy Moo. Back for Nichols. For Williams. There it is. Oh, I'm nervous. There we go. It's over the top. It's Bus and Brew. It's Bus and Brew. He came to... Oh, Bus and Brew. I was bursting into song for you. And you've hit it straight at the keeper. That's a save for the cameras there from the goalkeeper. Now, I just start to get a little bit nervous now as brain clicks into gear. Is this highlight going to continue? And is it going to go up the other end here? Good pressure on the goalkeeper. He's just cleared it into touch for the line out. I'm not sure who's taking our line outs this season, I'll be honest. But that was a touch finder, wasn't it? They're panicking, boys. They're panicking. Come on. Nichols. Is there going to be late glory or late heartbreak here? Molyneux. He looks over back post. It's headed away. Can Kelly get to that? No, he can't. Is this an end of game highlight? Is it going to be heartbreak? No. Is it going to be glory? Denham has it. It's there for Kelly. Back for Denham. And that's it. Well, sorry guys. It wasn't the best game, but it's a big point, isn't it? It's a really big point. We should have won. We had enough chances to win that, didn't we? I do wonder, should Bus and Brew maybe have been subbed off? I mean, injuries kind of meant that couldn't happen. That really wasn't good enough today, boys. So the injury for Waite, it's a bruised knee. He's fine. Denham, yep, go lay down, mate. We understand. Go have your nap. But it's 18 unbeaten now. We were unbeaten, which should mean that's a club record, I think. Yeah, because we would have lost games in Europe in this run of 18. But I tell you what, we're not doing too bad in the league, are we? 18 unbeaten in a row now. If we have a quick look at what that means for the league table, let's go to the expanded standings here. Perhaps we can see we're 8 wins, 2 draws, 0 defeats. We've played the New Saints home and away now. Now that does, of course, beg the question, the I word. Could we do Invincible in our second season? That would be quite the achievement, wouldn't it? But yeah, there we go. It is what it is, isn't it? It's not too bad. Let's be honest. But there we go, guys. That's it for today. If you have enjoyed that, please do hit thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new. And we will be back tomorrow or next time if you're not watching live. I think we'll come back for Carnarvon and Barrytown. Barrytown away from home. They're up to 3rd in the league now. We know they were runners-up last season. So I think we'll do that. And let me know what you think in the comments. Do we keep Bus and Brew up top or do we stick Olmark up there now as sort of first choice? The one thing and the one caution I would say against that is that Olmark is playing a lot of the goals he's got are against sort of lesser opposition, whereas Bus and Brew tends to play the tougher games. So that's maybe sort of helps Olmark's goal tally compared to Bus and Brew. But if we look at them sort of side by side here, if we go down, Bus and Brew 14 games, 6 goals, 701 average. Olmark 5 off the bench, 8 goals, 752 average. I mean that does suggest maybe we do make a change up top. If we do a comparison to end the episode here between Bus and Brew and Olmark, not very well rounded players right now, are they? But I think you can see Olmark is a little bit better physically. Bus and Brew, I think, still has it on the technical side of things, although Olmark's a little bit better mentally. Yeah, I mean, let me know what you think. I don't know, to be honest. I'll sort of maybe even just take your lead on that. Anyway, guys, I'm rambling on. I've been Aussie Villain. Thank you so much for watching. Take care.